Touch Class Boxing. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. Remember to like, share, and subscribe when you're ready, Tre. Good.
Yo, what you saying, cuz? What you saying?
Nothing much. I mean, Man City's won the league, innit? So good on them.
Yeah, man, that's great for United, man. Obviously, they didn't want Liverpool to get their 20th title. Obviously, United got 20 titles, so we can hold on to that. And we can hold on to, if they win the Champions League, it's not the proper treble as well. So there's only still one King of England, man. So just letting guys know in terms of the Premier League.
Let's go back on boxing.
Go back on the boxing now. Because obviously, look, like before obviously getting to the block boxing, how's your weekend been? How you been though as well, man?
It's been good. It's been a busy weekend. Busy weekend. Yeah, I am just literally tired.
Yeah. This is where you just dying down and just relax now.
Mm.
So yeah, man, this is great for us to do, of course, man. And look, cuz we've like the way I want to build this up is this, cuz we've just witnessed a great domestic showdown, cuz like we've wanted just business to get into a proper domestic scrap with someone. There's obviously people in the boxing world. They've obviously questioned if Buatsi can actually get in there with some of the best in our sort of in England, let's say. And he's obviously gone in there with Spider. And look, credit to both warriors. Obviously, the title of the show is Two Warriors from South London. Cuz, like, what you saying about the fight, man? How do you review this? Cuz, like, this was a madness, man.
Listen, first of all, I want to big up O2 Arena. Then big
That's
up both of the guys
Cuz,
from
you
South.
should be the ambassador for O2 Arena, man. Because the amount of times we've done a
Listen,
show and you've
mm,
wanted that fights to be in O2
yeah.
Arena.
hmm
Look, it's the perfect venue for a domestic scrap, man. And cuz,
Mm.
man, big up, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, big up Croydon. I'm from Croydon. Big up Crystal Palace as well, South London. Um, you know, what can I say? Literally, both men did what they said they was going to do. And obviously, we had a winner and we've got a loser. But that doesn't matter. In my eyes, both of their stocks gone up. I mean,
Yep.
look, put it this way. Um, Eddie Hearn even said, look, this is a 50-50 fight. A lot of people will say, oh, it's going to be an easy win for Buatsi here. But look, we just saw what happened yesterday. It was both Buatsi and Craig were both on their A game. It was close at one stage, I must say, but it was a brilliant fight. It was a brilliant fight. Um, Judges' scorecard, I think some people are disagreeing, blah, blah, blah. But like you said, judges will always judge on, who they like more, etc.
Preference,
But,
innit? Yeah.
but uh, it'll be nice if they run it back again.
Ooh, where would
And
you
not
run it
just
back?
that. Huh?
Where would you run it back?
Do you know what, yeah? Crystal Palace Football Stadium.
Ooh, Selhurst Park? Don't even remind me of Selhurst Park. Obviously United just lost there as well, man. So yeah, you know
Yeah,
them
no,
ones, man.
but you know what?
So yeah,
Credit to both mans, man. Like that is what I call boxing. And after the fight, respect. Listen, nothing but respect, both man. Round one, I'd say I give it to Buatsi. He
mm.
came in aggressive with them. Uh, um, he came aggressive. Round, I don't know. I feel that Craig picked up from, I believe, round five and onwards.
Mm.
But then it was close. Look, I'm just happy that both men are all right. They've done what they needed to do. Big up South London. Sorry. The question is really who's next for both.
That's the $1 million question right now, or
Mm,
£1 million question. Obviously, we're in England,
mm,
isn't it, man? So, um, Cause I just have to echo your thoughts, man. The fight itself was absolutely tremendous. It was a big sort of domestic showdown. It was a fight that we wanted to see, and it obviously happened for just business as well. And look, credit also to um, Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter. He's made massive improvements to Buatsi. I saw a lot of body punches, which something that Andre Ward, a fighter that's his number one, of course. He made sure that Andre Ward was always sort of deploying the body shots because body shots are important for breaking down fighters for the later rounds. And um, the thing is, even though he done well to finish the fight on their toes, both of them, it just seemed like I don't know. Richard started slow, man. Like, don't you think Rich started a bit slow?
Do you
But
know what? He did, but it just shows you that he is a tough opponent as well because you got to think of it, right? Look,
mm,
the odds were saying they thought, oh, Richard was going to get knocked out, he's going to get stops. Da, da, da. But look, remember, Buatsi went to America and actually trained for Richard. Do you know what I mean? Because Richard, look, Richard, we done 12 rounds with what's his name, Bivol.
Bibble, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
so
hundred
the
percent.
thing is that look, as boxing fans, we always like to overlook certain opponents. But listen,
Mm.
it's a different ball game. I mean, look, I still believe Richards will still become world champion one day.
Of course,
Well, in
man.
fact,
And
all of
all
them,
of them, all
like
of
so
them.
Andy Yard, Buatsi, Craig Richards, what's his name, even Callum Smith,
Yep,
all of them, and plus many more. You know, I
exactly,
believe.
exactly, exactly. And before obviously I make my second point, man. Obviously, big up as always, Palamos, Blancos, always tuning into the show. Absolutely love it. He's obviously saying that that was a proper domestic scraps. Definitely,
Mm.
hats off to both men. But Bivol is levels above, and so plus, yeah. So Bivol's is level above. Like, cuz, like, what are you saying about
Well,
that? And obviously,
here's
big
the
up
thing.
Palamos, man.
I believe, obviously, look, Buatsi, he's down for a title, so he's ready whenever in it. But
Yeah,
I think his coach wants him to have one more fight.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
let's just say, argument, I don't know, he fights the likes of Callum Smith, let's just say,
Mm,
and he
mm,
beats Callum Smith.
mm.
I feel that he will be ready for Bivol, and
Yeah,
I honestly think it will be a good fight. I
yeah.
think it'll be a good fight. Yeah,
I think it would be a good fight as well. Be a
yeah,
proper. It'll be
yeah.
competitive. Like
Very competitive. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a mad fight. Cause you know a fight I want to see though, man. And
Mm.
it looks like Virgil Hunter, of course. Look what he's done with Andre Ward's career. He's obviously been able to guide him to basically the top of the mountain. He's retired undefeated. So to have a trainer like that behind, let's say in your corner, he's obviously saying he needs one more fight before that big world title shot. Cause I wouldn't mind that one more fight to be another domestic scrappers versus Anthony Yard at London Stadium, man. Let's do it. Let's run it at London Stadium. I've been saying this. Run it at
Listen,
London Stadium, cuz.
look, look,
Do
look.
it.
I know because you're from Eastern. I get
I
it, but
know.
no, but from it, think of it from a business point of view, right?
Mm,
Um, yes, it'll be good if he fought Anthony Yard next, but then again, it'll be even better if they fight later on because both of them will potentially be world champions. Do you know what I mean? It could be a
true,
unification fight, or it could be for a belt.
true.
So it's like, let's just say they fight each other now, and whoever loses their spot. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's true. Yeah, you know
So
what? Big up. No, cuz, like, obviously, that's why you're Mr. Sports Entertainment, man. Like, at the end of the day,
hmm,
I remember hearing something like that similar from obviously Tunde. Obviously, big up Tunde. He said like he definitely sees in the future them fighting for maybe a title in the near future, man. So,
not just that, it will be a pay per view fight as well.
oh, it's true. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
do you know what I
So,
mean? 'Cause you got to
yeah.
think of it, it's going to be, it's like random from East London,
Mm.
South London. You know, it'll be good. It'll be tremendous. And like you said, was it West Ham Stadium?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That's me being that's a bit of favoritism, isn't it? I'm guessing that would favor more to Anthony Yard because look, that's his backyard at the end of the day, man. So for me, a fight at a neutral ground, I think, in London. Obviously, O2
Wembley.
is gonna. Oh yeah, Wembley. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think a unification bout in Wembley that would be good. That if obviously Buatsi's got a title, Yard's got a title, unification in Wembley, neutral ground for both fighters because obviously O2, you would have to say that's the home of Buatsi, and then obviously London Stadium is the home of Yard. So yeah, they definitely need to do it in a neutral ground, like you said, and it will be good to see that scrap eventually, man. So yeah, man, big up both fighters, cuz man, big up both fighters, man. But what's next for actually look, this is a good question. This is a good question, and big up Palamos, man. He's obviously saying, what about Berta BF? He's highly rated. Like, are we skipping this guy
Well,
that a
listen,
lot of people
no,
have been
no, no.
skipping?
Here's the thing: nobody's skipping him because, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it? I keep forgetting his name. He's fighting. Is
Joe
it
Smith. Joe
Callum
Smith.
Johnson?
No, Joe Smith. He's fighting Joe Smith.
Joe Smith. Sorry, Joe Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the
Unification.
winner of that,
Fights Yard, I bet.
Yard wants a challenge winner of that. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could potentially be Berta Biv or it could be Joe Smith. So either
Mm,
way, somebody has to fight him. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
Now, big up
but
Joe
no.
Smith for
But
even
levels,
taking that fight.
he's a serious. He's serious. He's serious. So it will
Yeah.
be interesting just to see. Because like, look, I always say this time and time. Boxing, anything's possible in boxing. Like, look, just two was it 2 weeks ago when
Mm,
Canelo fought Bivol, everyone thought like, yeah, Canelo's gonna beat him on points or knock him out, but look what happened. So
exactly. No.
I don't want to overlook
Right.
anyone. You know what I mean? Yard can
Mm.
get the job done.
It's true, man, and I can't wait to see Yard back in the ring. Obviously, I'm a massive fan, East London and that, so got to support my brother, man. Lions in the camp, love that energy, man. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, man. But big up, obviously, both warriors, man. Big up, Craig Spider Richards, man. He's obviously he done the job there, and big up Just Business as well. He got the job done, and look, cause even the way they both, appreciated each other at the end of the fight. It was a respectful one. I
Mm,
like that. There weren't no bitterness or nothing. Like obviously, Anderson Richards was obviously upset about the result, but he didn't portray like a sore loser or nothing. And fair
mm.
dues to the guy, man. Like big up. And I definitely agree with you. Like I think he will be world champion one day. Definitely, he's a quality fighter, man. Quality fighter. Quality.
Th- That I'm telling you, that main event yesterday, it was listen, it was amazing.
It was
It
mad.
was,
It was
10 out of 10.
scrapping.
10 out of 10, mate. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a
You
proper scrap.
you got to big up Eddie Hearn, man. Every week he's just
Oh, ooh,
producing, man. Every week, man.
you know what,
Do
Eddie
you know
Hearn, man. If he ever sees this,
what I mean?
yeah, clap, man. Look,
Good job, son. Good job.
good job, lad. Good job, lad.
No, honestly, like
Yeah.
week on week. I mean, well, there's a big fight next week.
Woo! Oh, don't tell me you're about to say the guy who I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh yes.
You're talking about
Tank.
Romero, Rolo, Rolly,
Rolly and Tank.
Rolly, and Tank.
Mm.
Yo, I was like, what you thinking about that fight, man? What
Listen,
you think?
the fight it is it's going to be amazing. It's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to knock out Tank in round one. That's just me being honest. He says he punches hard and Tank it, but come on, you honestly think you're going to knock Tank out in round one? Is he
Mm,
trying to oversell the fight? Round one, come on, this is Tank. This ain't no. Jake Paul, not Jake Paul. Sorry, any random YouTuber. But round one, come on.
you know what? Like when he was saying this, I was thinking to myself like, wow, why is he saying this? But then I sort of looked at the reasons behind what he's saying. Is it could be down to confidence. He's probably really confident going into this fight and feels that he's strong. He's the stronger man. He's the heavier man, and feels that he could, instill something, man. But look, we know Tank. Tank's gonna come. He's gonna bring it. He's the guy that's gonna, he's the main man in this situation. You can argue that he's one of the main fighters in boxing today that sells tickets. He puts bums in seats, man. He's the guy.
Mm.
So Romero was obviously looking for this fight for a minute, and he's obviously finally got it. Out of two attempts, of course, the first time he nearly lost it. Now he obviously got it the second time round, and cuz I think it's going to be an interesting one, man, for me.
Yeah, I mean, look, if Rowley was to beat if he was to beat Tank, then they'd have to run it back again. But I see Tank stopping him middle round, mid to late
Mid,
round.
mid to late, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay.
mid to
Have you
late. Yeah.
seen sort of much of Romero? What do
I
you think about
have.
his?
His style is good. He's got no. His style is good, but I don't know. I just think with Tank, I don't know, man. Tank just he's got the street in him. Do you know what I mean? He's just street mentality. He's just different.
Yeah, he just
Different.
reminds me of a young Mike Tyson,
Mm,
man. The way he just attacks fighters, man. Like he knows that one of his sort of let's say one of his not weaknesses, but he's obviously short. Most cases, he's obviously going to be the shorter fighter in fights. So his mindset is like, okay, I'm gonna go extra harder. Do you know what I
mm.
mean? And you could just tell that it's crazy. But cuz obviously we've got another question. Big up Palomos Blancos, of course. I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna run that question back to you. Is Tank still with Mayweather? What this has been lingering for a
Um,
minute, man.
my understanding, I could be wrong. I think his contract ends after this fight.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
okay.
Eddie Hearn hinted. He said, he doesn't mind,
Snooping
signing
in,
a Tank to,
doing a dirty one.
mate. Just imagine
Cuz,
Tank on Matchroom. Wow.
we're gonna have Tank potentially fighting the UK, man. That's the link. Once if that happens, cuz,
Mm.
and he's a matchroom fighter, cuz I gotta see Tank, man. Gotta see it live. UK. You know what I mean? Got
Yeah.
to see that. Got to see
Mm.
that, man. Got to see potentially. Obviously, he knows. And look, big up Tank, man, as well. Big up his trainers. Big up everyone that's involved in his team. He knows that as he's obviously rising, there's obviously going to be younger cats that's coming through, such as the Stevenson.
Mm.
Because potentially, what could happen is Tank's maybe talking about going down to fight Stevenson, maybe, man. So that
I
could
don't
be.
think. I personally, I don't think he should do that. Not just yet. I think he needs to fight the likes of David. Well, the winner of David Haney and
Delaney.
Combosis. But in
Yeah.
my understanding, they've got a rematch clause. Whoever wins or loses, so they're gonna
What?
run it back again. I think so. I don't know because I'm assuming because Combosis he's got majority of the belts, and obviously Davis, not Davis, Haney, he's got one belt. So they're both champions, right? So I'm assuming whoever loses, they have to run it back again. So either
This
way,
is what
let's
we
just say,
spoke about.
sorry.
This is even what we spoke. Sorry to cut you off, Carl. This is even what we spoke about on previous podcasts
Mm.
about these guys. No, I'm not sort of putting them out, but just in general, title shots. We don't want to see rematch clauses on that unless the fight that we see live, ends in a controversial manner. Then yeah, let's run it back, do a rematch, man. But now, don't you think, like, in terms of the mindset of the fighter, don't you think it's? I'm not saying it will change, but don't you think it
Mm.
slightly, makes them a bit complacent in a sense where, okay, if I lose, I got a rematch clause anyway, sort of thing, innit?
Yeah, definitely. Because you got to think of it. It's the rematch clause is like what? It's like their insurance, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Like
it
they know
is.
that okay, cool. I flopped here, but I'm gonna fight again, and I'm gonna get paid, and I may win. Yeah. So yeah, I suppose yeah, but rematch don't always go the same. Well, I say that, but we witnessed two rematch in heavyweight division.
Cause that when you talk about those that go the same, man, like Tyson Fury just showed that, yeah, it does,
Mm.
man, it
But then I
does.
suppose in boxing, it comes down to I know they say styles make fight, but it really comes down to who really wants it the most.
No, it's true.
You know?
It's
Because
true.
like you said, the winner of Haney and Cambosis, what you're saying is they shouldn't do a rematch, right?
Well, just straight, just
So
fight. Whoever
whoever
wins,
wins becomes the undisputed
undisputed, and that's it.
lightweight champion.
And that's it. And move on. If you want to move up, move up. If you want to defend your belt, defend it. But at the end of the day, man, like the reason why I would rather not see rematch clauses is because I don't want fighters or boxers sort of to go into the ring having that sort of insurance in the back of their mind, knowing that if I lose, then I've got a rematch in anyway, sort of thing. It's just I don't know, man. In terms of the competitive spirit, man, like
Mm-mm.
you you
But
you lose
you
the
got,
edge a bit, man.
I hear that, but you got to think that boxing overall, right? It's business.
It is, yeah.
Financially, it has to make sense. It's just that look, everybody, they're a prize fighter. You got pay per
Mm,
view fighter, you got prize fight, whatnot. If it doesn't make sense, then they're not gonna fight. It's like, for example, all right, just give an example here. Wilder, well,
mm.
hopefully he should be back in the ring soon. He would rather fight the likes of AJ than fight Derek Chisora because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it could be a warm up fight for him, but if the money don't make sense, why would he bother?
Sure. No.
AJ, this is big money.
Mm,
You know what
mm,
I mean?
mm.
Or even Usyk, because he knows, okay, I could potentially become a champion.
Mm.
Either way, how you see it, but it has to make sense. Yeah.
100%. I agree with you. I agree with you fully,
But then
man.
at the
So,
same time, that's when the ego kicks in and whatnot. Where if like for example, I think Errol Spence and Errol Spence said he wanted 70% at one stage,
mm,
and Crawford, should only get 30%. But then it's like, mate, end of the day, look, your fighters, the winner will be rewarded later on.
massively.
Do you know what I
Trust
mean?
me.
But again,
Trust
it
me.
comes down to ego, and so that's just the boring part of boxing. But we just want to see the fights. We want to see the best fight the best.
We just want to see the best fight the best. No rematch clauses. It is what it is. Whoever wins, wins, man. And if the fight's controversial, rematch.
Mm,
It should be earned, man. And obviously, big up Palomos, man. Obviously, your views, your comments is always
mm.
appreciated.
Yeah,
Rematches should be earned,
we
and
earned.
look, we agree with you, man. We agree
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
Agree with you.
Boy,
Definitely. Yeah, man. But look, cuz I just quickly just wanted to run through with you a quick one anyway.
mm.
David Benavides. I don't know if you obviously got to see the fight yesterday.
I didn't know,
Um,
but I heard he won. Was it round three?
yeah, it was an easy one, man. It was an easy fight for him. Obviously, it wasn't easy as in like he was taking a mick. Nah, it was obviously put in work. He fought a warrior. He didn't want to give up. At one point in the first round, we thought David Lemieux was gone in the first round. The last second
Mm.
of the bell, everyone thought that was it. But then the ref was like, nah, carry on. And then the rest was history, cuz it was just a dominant display. Obviously, Benavides is the home favorite, and yeah, he just got the job done. It was just a professional job, cuz man. It was just a professional win. He got the job done, and cuz there's talks of now that he's won the interim WBC belt for 168 for the sort of super middleweight division. You know who's the potential opponent for him, right?
Canelo.
Canelo, who's been chasing for a while, cuz.
Mm.
They've wanted this Mexican fight for a while, man. They've wanted this Mayo de Cinco weekend fight for a while. They've wanted it. Obviously, they
It,
dismissed it, but
if it happens,
mm,
they should run this fight in Mexico. If
cuz,
the fight
yeah,
happens, they
that'll be
should run it in
massive.
Mexico.
That'll be massive. That'll be massive, man.
Who do you
That'll
think
be
will win?
for Benavides and Canelo. Honestly, cuz, I'll keep it 100% real with you, man. And look, we're live right now. I reckon Benavides does his job, man. I reckon he does the job. He does the job, bro. He does the job. Cause like he's a serious boxer, man. You know why he's so serious as well. Not even just you look at how he's sort of beating the guys that he's fighting. I know you could argue some are journeymen, etc. But my guy has been getting experience since he's 15 years old. Cause like how you sparring with Triple G at the age of 15 years old, having rounds upon rounds. Imagine the amount of experience, man. Experience you getting, man, from that. And cause look, cause we obviously we talk about Benavides. I just saw something right now, and cause we need to talk about this, cause we ain't got much time with the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. Go on, go on, go on.
Big up Palamus, man, for obviously bringing this up. He's so right. Look, did you watch the fight, cuz? Savage Babbage, man. Did you watch it, cuz? Alan
You know
Babbage,
what?
man.
I saw. I got up to. I think it
Oh
was
my
around.
days,
Was it around 6 or 7? But I wasn't really
cuz,
paying attention. But my understanding,
cuz.
people are
It
saying,
was,
go on.
yeah, gone. No, go on.
People are saying he shouldn't have won that fight.
Cuz, I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, I'm not surprised why people are
The
saying,
thing is,
cuz he was holding licks. He
yeah.
was
Well, here's the thing.
holding.
Here's the thing. Yeah, like, look, a lot of. I need to watch that fight. You know, I need to watch it
Yeah,
properly. But he's actually calling out Rivas.
that would be a good fight, man. That would be a
No,
good
no, but he
fight.
wants to challenge Rivas for his bridge. Is it bridge belt or bridge? What, the WBC belt,
Oh,
world title.
what for the yeah? Because he just became interim champion, isn't it, or
Yeah,
silver champion,
and
isn't it? So
I'm just, the Babbage, you know, he cracks me up. You know, I like his energy, but like,
mm,
I think that will be his first knockout or his first loss because Rivas ain't no joke. You know, remember he was with Dino. He fought Dino what 3 years ago.
yeah, we know. Yeah, we definitely know he's a skilled fighter, he's a skilled operator in the ring. You got to be definitely patient with him, and
With Babbage, he really needs to work on his boxing technique,
oh,
his
trust man,
defense, everything.
yeah,
Because when he throws a swing, he actually swings. You
yeah,
know, he doesn't actually look at his opponent. He puts his head down and swings his arm.
mm,
And I think the rematch fight, honestly, I think it's too early, man. It's too early.
yeah.
But
It's
then again, having
mad.
said that, just imagine if he does the job, he catches Rivas and knocks him out. Wow, then wow.
That's what he can do, but just the only problem with his style. And look, I absolutely love the guy. He's like a cult hero in England in terms of his style. Like he just goes in the ring and he just has it. You know, just that mindset of let's have it. He's that let's have it guy. He'll get in the
I,
ring, let's have it, and go for scrappers, man. He's one of those guys there, and he was just getting too much blows, man. Like even though he was he was aggressive. He was getting inside. Like his opponent was like very defensive, man. He was really good, catching him with the counter lefts. Like he was just cuz it was a beautiful fight to watch, man. I'm not gonna lie, it was a proper scrappers before the main event.
Me per se, I would rather Babbage fight Dave Allen than to fight Rivas. Him and Dave
Mm,
Allen, it'll be a proper scrappers. It'll be a good fight. In fact, I'll
mm,
probably do numbers, but in terms of fighting Rivas, yeah, I'm just judging on his performance yesterday. Not just that, his performance in Manchester as well on Joseph Parker and Derek Chisol's undercard. He almost he got licked as well. Do you know what I mean? He got rocked.
cuz
So
it's his
I don't
style,
know.
man.
Maybe I think before when he came on board, he was fighting easier opponents where it made him look good. Now the
Yeah,
test is getting harder, and I can see he's getting exposed a little bit. Where he's open to bangs, and his defense and his technique is not good. But as a
bro.
person, he's a madman.
As a person, I'm not gonna lie, he's a G, man. Absolutely love the guy. That's why for me, like I just said previously, he's one of those guys in his mind, he's just thinking, let me get in the ring, let's have it. He doesn't care about the repercussions. He's ready to go into
No,
war with you. And
but
and that's not always good for every fight, man. There's some boxers that are gonna go in the ring and they're gonna use their head rather than their muscles or their strength. So
that's the
it is
thing.
what it is, man.
I personally look if I'm his team or his coach, yeah, I would say fight Dave Allen, and if you get past Dave Allen, then maybe challenge Rivas. But for now, I mean, I don't know about Rivas. Has Rivas been busy? Has he been inactive?
I'm not even too sure, man. I'm not
I
even
don't know. I
too
mean, okay,
sure, man.
who would you prefer Babbage to fight? Rivas or Dave Allen?
If I'm honest, because I look, just from the fight yesterday, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I became a fan. I like, even though his style is very, what's the word? Yeah, he doesn't have any defense, let's say, man. But he does get in there and try and put in the show for the fans. He seems like he's a people's champion. So I would
Yeah.
want him to fight Dave Allen first, and
Mm.
then, if he wins that, go off, work on some things. I definitely would want him to sort of look at this fight and just, work on just some defensive skills and just, just do something different, man. Because the next fight, which is obviously going to be the next level up, if he does the same thing, he's going to get exposed again, man.
Of
And
course. Of
look, I
course.
wouldn't want that to happen, man. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I definitely feel that there is potential in him. And if he works on that a few bits, then I reckon he's going to be a decent challenger for Rivas in the future if that fight does materialize, man. But obviously, Palamos is saying that Babik would murder David Allen.
I mean,
He's
where is Dave Allen?
like,
He came out of retirement, right?
I think he did, yeah.
He,
From my
he might he
understanding, he
might
did.
as well just entertain Babbage because I'm telling you, it will do. It will, because both of them are entertainers, so it will do numbers.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's true.
it
It's
could
definitely true.
potentially, I don't know, in York Hall be a main event. Them two.
Be massive. It would be massive because I'm not gonna lie. That would be a good event. That would be something that I'll watch definitely.
Mm.
You just know it's gonna be a scrappers anyway, man. But guys, man, I just can't wait until next week, man. Obviously, we're coming up to the end of the show, of course.
Blah, blah,
Big up
blah.
everyone that's tuning into the show. Obviously, we do appreciate the love, the support, and cause like, look, Palamos Blancos, like, appreciate the comments as well. Cause what you saying about the next fight, man? Not
The next
not
fight,
not Davis's fight, man. The next fight, man. You got the big one, man.
the Usyk and
Undisputed.
AJ.
I'm saying undisputed, cuz, man. Got the next big one.
Oh, Haney and Cambosis.
Yeah. You didn't obviously you didn't say who was gonna win. We touched on it, but you didn't say who you thought was
Oh,
gonna win that.
oh,
Yeah, I wanted to just find
you
out who
know
you
what?
think is gonna win that because I
I, I'm, I'm,
heard,
I'm, I'm,
uh, yeah,
I'm
because
going
I
for
heard
Haney,
that
bro.
you're going for Haney. Yeah, because I heard that Haney's not gonna have his dad there. He's not gonna have
Yeah,
his
yeah.
trainer there as well, man. So it's gonna be,
I'm going for Haney, man. He's going to someone's backyard. He's young. He's fresh. He's hungry. Yeah, I'm going for Haney. As long as they don't rob him, the judges. So yeah.
yeah, man. But it's a bit spoiled now, knowing that there's a rematch clause in the fight, cause
Well,
that it
let's
just
see.
changes
They
the
might
rules
not
a
be.
bit.
You never know. You never know.
Mm.
Anything can happen in boxing. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just like remember when AJ fought Klitschko.
Yeah.
There was I'm sure there was a rematch clause. They were supposed to fight in was it what in America or something like that, and then obviously Klitschko retired. But yeah, anything's
Yeah.
possible. But yeah, I'm going for a Haney. It could be Haney TKO.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
You heard it here, man. We're going for Haney TKO. You know what? Haney can do it, man. He can do it. He can. I like
yeah.
George Kambosos Jr. as well. I like his energy. I like his style. I like his intensity. I think it's generally going to be a good fight for the division. And like you touched upon earlier as well, Tank should fight the winner, man. Yeah,
Indeed.
man. But yeah,
Yeah,
cuz, man,
man.
we're obviously coming up to the end of the show. Big ups.
Mm,
I always like to let you close it. How you gonna
yeah, man.
close this tremendous show that we've had today, cuz?
Boxing fans, have a blessed week next week. Remember to tune in every Sundays at 7:30. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Trey. We are Touch Class Boxing. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.
Peace out.